Hello, welcome back on my channel. Today I'd like to show you what I did on my very first day arriving in Taipei. I myself had been to Taipei several times before, but this was my sister Luna's very first time in Taiwan. The first thing she wanted to see was the iconic Taipei 101 building. While going there, we passed a game arcade in the subway corridor, so of course we had to make a stop to try to catch a Pokémon. This is me failing miserably to get a Mimikyu. I really like that Pokémon, but yeah, I never win at these games, sadly. The Taipei 101 was still as impressive as I remembered, and even though I had seen it several times from the outside, this would be my very first time buying a ticket and going all the way up to the observatory. After a quick stop to smell some tea on my way up. I have to admit I'm a very big tea addict and I drink mainly green teas all day. So yeah, whenever I see a tea shop, it's very hard to pass by without going in. Once you buy your ticket for the observatory, they make a cute picture of you with a fun background effect. Sadly, I can't find my picture anymore, so I wanted to show you guys, but yeah, just trust me, it was a very good picture. When you get all the way up with a super fast elevator, you really get an incredible view over the whole of Taipei. The place was also decorated and provided props to take pictures with, like you can see this little cloud. It also had a little coffee shop where you could order a drink with a discount when showing a coupon that you get with your income ticket. I obviously had to get a real Taiwanese bubble milk tea, and it didn't disappoint. The barista was also super friendly and he asked us where we were from. He drew the Belgian flag on my cup, but honestly, without the colors, it's pretty hard to tell it's the Belgian flag. And so yeah, drinking my milk tea, chewing on the bubbles while enjoying the view, that was just super cool. We then took some stairs to get even higher up on the rooftop, and it was actually quite windy at the time, so I don't recommend this if you're very scared of heights. It was very impressive. Our next stop, after our little adventure in the clouds, was Din Tai Fung. And in case you don't know it yet, it's a world-famous Taiwanese dumpling restaurant chain, and it's so good. Sadly, we don't have one yet in Belgium, but I did try the one in London and it was fantastic. Something very cool about this restaurant is that usually you can see the people making the food and rolling the dumplings. So yeah, when you order, it's always nice to go and take a look behind the glass, and it's very impressive how skilled those people are to make the dumplings. Me and my sister, we took a few vegetarian options, and my favorite one is the soup dumpling. You poke a hole in it, because usually the soup is very hot. You drink the soup and then you have the dumpling, and it's just amazing. And as dessert, I had a little black sesame dumpling, and oh, it's just heaven. Something we just had to do on our first day in Taipei was, of course, taking a stroll through a night market. So we chose the Raohe night market, also because there's a lovely temple right next to it, and yeah, we wanted to do both of those activities. When you approach the night market, you will be welcomed by a mix of smells, and most of them are very nice, but one exception is definitely the stinky tofu. It is absolutely stinky, but honestly, if you're brave enough to try it, the taste is a lot more pleasant than the smell. Since it was kind of late and I already had eaten so many dumplings, I went straight for dessert and I got myself a peanut ice cream roll. As you can see, they put cilantro in it, which might seem like an unusual thing to add to an ice cream, But actually, when you try it, it makes for a very interesting taste, and I really came to appreciate it. The first time it was weird, but now I do really like it. I had to take a mandatory break to pet this cute dog I encountered, because, I mean, look at this little guy. I got to talk a little bit to his owner, and I asked permission to pet the dog, and it totally made my night. Another thing I love about night markets is that it's filled with game stands where you can win all sorts of prizes. So it's actually a very good destination to take a date, for example, or just to go with your children, family, or friends. Something really cool about night markets is that some of the food stalls have been recognized by the Michelin guide. So this really shows the kind of quality and the unique food experiences that you can come by. In Belgium, most of the markets that I know are seasonal and they will disappear after a few days or weeks. But the night markets in Taiwan are staying all year around, so you can visit any season you'd like. The next stop for me was the fruit stand, because my favorite thing is to try out fruits that are hard or sometimes even impossible to find in Belgium. If you're not sure about buying something you don't know, the sellers will often let you try some so you can be sure you like it, so that's really nice. The last thing we did that day was visit the Shan Seu Temple right at the entrance of the market. It has a wonderful atmosphere with a lot of red lanterns. We were also very lucky that there was some kind of service starting right as we entered, so we got to listen to the people's chanting, and it was a very magical atmosphere. I also wanted to buy some incense to make a little prayer for my family. I got some help from this lovely woman because I didn't really know how to do it, but she explained all the steps, and that way I could get my incense going and make my little prayer. I really liked the peaceful atmosphere that you had in this temple, especially with the people chanting in the background. So my sister and I wandered around quite a bit. It was very impressive to see how many little prayers, statues, lanterns you could find. And one of the most beautiful parts for me was you had some yellow pillars, and when you came closer by you saw that there were hundreds and hundreds of little figurines inside. So yeah, that was very beautiful and impressive. And that was about it for our very first day in Taipei. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And if you watched until the end of the video, I really appreciate it. You can write the password lantern in the comments so I know that you watched until the end and you are awesome! Thank you so much, and I hope to see you very soon in the next video. Bye bye!